which I said that's a valid response. It's just not been my weekend, mate. And just wrapped up just a 6K recovery jog. Yeah, so we had South Belgrave yesterday, and they're definitely sort of the benchmark in this division. Just some like really talented squad, like just some ex-AFL listed players, and it was a good hit out for 3/4. We were right with them, just sort of matching, like intensity. We were good around the footy. We're down a few soldiers down back, so like their forwards are always going to sort of put some pretty good pressure on, but we're pretty good for like 3/4 or so. Yeah. And then just in the last, we sort of collapsed a little bit. It's just not been my weekend, mate. Like the Blues lost on Friday night. I'm a Celtics man, and we got eliminated yesterday morning. We lost in footy, and then I've gone out in the first round in beer pong. So you know what? It's a bit of a trying weekend, like the Sunday recovery try. It's never too much, but I just like getting the body moving. If I'm really sore, I'll just go for a walk or jump on the exercise bike or something. Feeling not too bad today. I mean, it's only local footy, but you know, like your body still hurts the same. 5 kilometers, big hits, like it doesn't really change at any level. Oh, this is the little dog beach. I have been here before. That's 2 and a bit, so just roll back and get up to 6Ks, I reckon.
Talking about new nylon spray jacket.
Yeah. Oh, look, just try to change it up. Bought out a few hoodies now. But yeah, I'll just see like how people respond to jackets. Honestly, there's no real game plan with this stuff. You just kind of get creative with it and see what sticks. But like, I'll ask my brothers like what colors they like, or get inputs from mates just to see what people would actually buy.
Yeah. What sort of design can we expect from like?
So it's pretty basic stuff. This one's going to be like a navy jacket with, it's going to have like a retro green, yep. Very early 2000s. Just Grow Club logo, like back and front, nothing too crazy. I'm at about 5 minute per K split, yep. Which is kind of where I sit at most Sunday runs. Any quicker, and I'll be just like really gassed, but any slower, I kind of find I'm just like bouncing a little bit, like too much on the spot. Like it kind of just hurts the joints. A lot of the times I go for these runs with Zach, but he decided that going to the...
Where's he at?
He decided going to... I know, I invited him down and he said, sorry, I've got to go to the Lego Star Wars exhibition. That's the only reason I'll accept going to the Lego Star Wars exhibition. Yeah, come on, Zach, where are you? He's actually sending me lots of photos right now. Yeah. I actually quite like playing in the wet. Just, I'm not naturally the most skillful player, so it kind of brings everyone back down to the same level. So it's kind of just like how hard you crack in, to be honest. So I actually quite like the wet weather. Yeah, we'll be back at home this next week against Park Orchards, which, like just the way that it's sort of shaping up, they look like could be close to benchmark, them in South Belgrave. So we've probably copped like 2 of the biggest hitters in back-to-back weeks, which will be interesting. But again, like we're back home. Like I've got Melbourne Mara coming up.
Are you going to do Melbourne Mara?
Yeah, I've signed up for Melbourne.
Oh shit.
But that means that the Ks will have to start popping up a bit towards the end of footy season, which I'm already sort of thinking like, how am I going to balance that? I'm actually really happy with how easy this has felt. Like, it's pretty...
5 pace, yeah.
Yeah, pretty like, big hitting side yesterday. And it's probably a bigger night than I would have liked it to be at the footy club last night. You start playing a few games of beer pong and one thing leads to another. So, that just felt good. Just over 100 left. And that'll do me. it just wrapped up. It was a 6K recovery run. Just on the weeks I'm not too sore, I'll try and get a recovery run after just the day after footy. It's not always a run though. Like I'll always get some movement in, whether it's like a walk, shoot around the basketball, like on the exercise bike or something. We have a recovery thread with footy. I think most clubs do that. You just got to post what you've got in throughout the day. That's typically what mine looks like. Some guys have really good setups. I think I was saying before, a lot of guys who are big into the sauna, ice bath. I'm about to jump in the beach, so that'll be good. Just get some cold in the legs, just flush out those DOMs. I know it's like for bodily benefits and whatnot, but I just get like a real sense of like reset on my Sunday for it. I think that's why I quite like the running, especially if it's a good day. Like the recovery is great, and that's probably the reason that you're doing it. But also, I just really like the feeling of, I don't know, starting the new week fresh, get outside, do something right for your body.
That's what I was.
This is the David Hasselhoff, where I need to like grab the board and Bondi rescue it.
There's water.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh. Woo. Orchards this week, and we knew that these boys were going to be a pretty tough contest. South Belgrave away and then Park Orchards at home. That is two of the tougher games that we're going to get this year. They look like they'll be shaping up to be pretty heavy in finals. Definitely a bit of excitement around the ground on this day. We had a few premiership players back in the squad who've been off with injury, and also Whitey's 150th, who's just been an absolute superstar for the club. Dual best and fairest winner, the first one being at age 17. Just a super leader of the club, so well loved. So everyone wanted to get the win for him. There was also 4 games at Miller's Reserve, so it started off with the 19s and the women's, the 2s and the seniors, so there was a big crowd sort of throughout the day. After having played a bit on the wing earlier in the season, I was thrown onto the ball, which I had a bit of fun with. Went down a couple goals early, and Zach unfortunately copped a bit of a head knock, so I was already seeing red early, but I was acting all high and mighty. I'm very much not, but I was acting it. Naturally a pretty high disposal count side. We like to run and carry and get plenty of handballs up. For the first quarter, it definitely felt like we sort of got into the flow of the game a bit more direct with our ball movement. We actually had some really good numbers across the board, just in terms of our disposal counts. They just seem to use the ball a bit better going forward, which is something that we've sort of looked to work on throughout the week, just being a bit more efficient, actually launching forward rather than just sort of dilly-dallying around with through the guts and just sort of getting the numbers up. So after the first quarter, the game stayed pretty stagnant. It was pretty much a draw towards the rest of the game, but just that deficit that we let them get early on just sort of came back to bite us in the end. But there were some really big individual performances as well, like Mitch and Josh and Max. Like, they're always going to get their numbers, and so it's been a while since we've actually lost 2 in a row. But again, the vibes weren't too horrible, just in the sense that we know what we've got to work on. It was a good home crowd. We always stick together after these sort of losses, and especially going into another home game this week against Norwood, that'll be a really good chance to get back on the winners list. We did come up in division wanting the challenge, and we're absolutely having that challenge at the moment. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, just not sort of been able to get the W on the board, but we're absolutely thereabouts. You know, we haven't been blown out of the water by these top sides, and there's plenty to work on. So the vibes are still very much high, like sort of in that finals hunt at the moment, and like there's plenty to work on, especially Norwood and then a bye round. So there's plenty to work on going forward. Shout out to Whitey for his 150th, and we've also got a few boys in the next couple of weeks getting some milestones as well. So still plenty of energy around the club. It's going well.